Well, Wish TV is your education station. A state lawmaker wants to give your child's teachers a big pay raise, and he wants to make it easier for you to access the state's pre-K program. News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist lays out what's in it for your kids.
Education, including teacher pay, played a big role in Governor-elect Mike Braun's campaign. One Democratic state senator says he sees an opportunity for bipartisan cooperation on those issues. Indiana ranks 41st out of 50 states for average teacher pay. That's according to the Indiana State Teachers Association. Both parties raised that issue during the governor election. Here's what Governor-elect Mike Braun told me a few days before Election Day.
When you're investing currently $245,000 into a classroom annually, when you look at teacher pay, maintenance, upkeep, depreciation, there's a lot that we're putting into the classroom that probably needs to be devoted more to teachers and instruction as opposed to building, plant, and equipment and the maintenance of it.
State Senator Fady Qaddoura this week filed legislation to raise minimum teacher pay from the current $40,000 per year to $65,000 per year. He says this will help Indiana schools attract and retain good quality teachers.
The direct impact on our students, on our kids, is to be able to have a stable classroom with a teacher that can build the relationship and invest in these students all year long.
Qaddoura's bill also would increase the amount of basic funding each school receives by 6% in each of the next 2 years. And it would raise the income limit to qualify for On My Way pre-K. A family of 4 making nearly $58,000 per year would qualify.
If we invest in the minds of young people, research tells us that these young people will be able to most likely succeed in K through 12 and post-secondary education. So rather than just spend money on attracting jobs that we can't fill, let's start investing in the brains and the intellect and the skills and abilities of young people as early as possible.
Qaddoura says he's heard from members of both parties who say they agree, at least conceptually, on education funding. He says he's confident the ideas in his bill will reach Braun's desk in some form. I contacted both the Republican chair of the Senate Education Committee and the State Teachers Association. Neither of them were available to comment on Qaddoura's bill.
We have a budget of $40+ billion. So the question is not whether or not Indiana can afford to raise teacher salaries and fund our schools adequately. The question is, what are the priorities in the budget to be funded?
The 2025 legislative session begins on January 8th. It's scheduled to go until no later than April 29th. At the State House, I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.